You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.
So I want to share a very cool little inspirational book that I picked up a few weeks ago. I attended a real estate training, like an expo for California state realtors. And one of the exhibitors, just so happened, I walked up and there was this really cool book sitting on their counter. And the book itself was displaying isms, so motivational pieces of content that all pertain to Rocket Mortgage. If you're not familiar with Rocket Mortgage, it's owned by Dan Gilbert, the gentleman that also owns the Cleveland Cavaliers. And apparently this brother here has quite a bit of companies that I wasn't even remotely aware that all belong to his portfolio. But I'm not going to go deep in detail on that. But I want to talk about something that I was reading in the book that has a complete mixture of inspirational anecdotes, conversations, emails, things that have been shared amongst the Dan Gilbert host of families of businesses, and the employee connection of the culture of the rock companies that fall up under Mr. Gilbert's portfolio. And it appears he has this really cool book that he publishes every year to expound on the culture, to give reminders and things amongst the employee population of his companies. And so this one young lady was so nice enough to share, because they had quite a few of them sitting up there, but she was able to share the 2023 isms in action. So this is a 2023 edition. So in one of the sections I was reading, came across this part, said every second counts. So it totally caught my attention, and is the total inspiration for today's conversation. And so there's this little paragraph I'm going to share with you guys. And I think you'll be able to get some delight from it. You will always invest your time somewhere doing something as long as you're alive. It's not a choice whether you invest your time or not. The only choice is what you do with it. Time, not money, is the most valuable commodity of all. Time can never be replaced. Never trade significant amounts of time for small sums of money. How will you invest the 31,536 seconds you are gifted each year? Choose wisely. Guys, y'all know what time it is. It's Monday, and it's time for Sunday's Money Motivation. Let's go. Welcome to Loudmouth Radio Network. My name is Sonny. As a former professional athlete turned entrepreneur realtor and the producer of Loudmouth Radio Network, I look forward to bringing content to you that empowers, inspires, and entertains you. Tune in each week as we have unscripted and unfiltered talks from entrepreneurship, real estate, politics, entertainment, comedy, LGBTQ topics, day-to-day life, and everything in between. All shows available on demand 24/7 on your favorite podcast platforms.
Fast hauling, junk removal, and demolition is serving the Hemet, San Jacinto, and Temecula Valley areas, providing affordable junk and bulk pickup services. Whether you're in need of home or business pickup, fast hauling and demolition is available 7 days a week at 951-378-2727. In need of a fast demolition? Looking to build or remodel? Fast demolition is available to tear down and rebuild your kitchen, patio, bathroom, floors, walls, ceilings, and more. Fast hauling and demolition also provides front and backyard services if you're in need of trim of small palm trees, yard removal of debris, and more. Contact them at 951-378-2727.
This is Sylvia.
And Tito from Hemet.
And you're listening to Loudmouth Radio Network.
So I got to ask, guys, what are you doing today to maximize your time? Are you already totally focused on what you need to accomplish today without a shadow of a doubt? Have you already synced up your calendar to equate to what you need to do priority wise? Have you already sent out your emails? Have you looked at everything that has already been put on your plate and designated what is going to get priority first and foremost before the day is out? I know for me, I had quite a few things that were just kind of hanging in the wind, and this is why I'm doing my segment as late as I'm doing my segment, because I have been chopping those trees, as they say, throughout the day. And I've been like, if you could have just seen the bite size of how my day looked, and today was not a day for me to try to capture anything because I was just too busy. And it is already in the evening. So sometimes it feels like I'll look at time and say, man, did I do enough? Did I get enough done? And I think with anybody, we all have that muster of understanding how things can move so quickly. I remember just recently looking at the factor that we're already in the month of October, and this year has just flown by. And, you know, for many of us, we are trying our best to maximize the things that we have on our plates. So, you know, we talk about time management, but really and truly it's not managing time, it's managing ourselves in the time that we're given. And so the intro part of what I shared with you today about every second counts, I think one of the things that stood out to me is 31,536 seconds is what we're gifted each year. And that was a cool number for me to discover, because I really didn't know how many seconds we had in a year. I really never thought about it that way. Most of us know that there's 60 seconds in a minute. Most of us know that there's, 24 seconds. No, you know what? I just jacked that up. 24 hours in a day is what I was trying to get to. But literally, we're not always aware until it matters. And when it matters most is when we sometimes reflect on how much time we've allowed to go by and we've exhausted. I think the biggest thing for many of us to do at this point is to recognize the bigger blessing that we do get from the gift of time, because it is a gift. I think that so many people have had so much loss coming from the last few years of friends and family. And even if you're not been impacted directly, if you just look around, you know, in other parts of society and in various cultures and entertainment and people who are in the public, you're seeing a lot of people are transpiring, and a lot of these people have been within their realm of industries for a long time. So then when we see them transition from the physical plane and we reflect on their creative works and things that we've done, we recognize, man, that, you know, they did this, whatever time or they were given, how much time they impacted the world was basically from the point when they made a decision to create it, right? So for us as individuals, what are we doing to give ourselves the most out of that time that we're giving? Are we putting forth a lot of energy and negativity? Are we thinking about things that we don't have? Are we focusing on things that we wish we'd done? Or are we focusing on taking the time to do the things that we can do within the time that we are given and produce more of that and to maximize what we're given? I think that as we're winding down this year, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said, man, I'm already looking at 2024. I'm not even looking at 2023 anymore. We're already getting ready to go into next year. And when he said that, it made me think about how many people have that kind of thought process.
Banning Bath and Body, where we cater to your mind, body, and soul. Located at 12 San Gorgonio Avenue in downtown Banning. Stop in and purchase handcrafted candles, soaps, bath bombs, custom jewelry pieces. We also offer classes. Check me out on Instagram at banning_bath_body to purchase items and for more details.
Hi, this is Cindy Lemke from the Hemet San Jacinto Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here to invite you to learn more about the Chamber. We have networks ongoing, so you can join us at a breakfast at J&M Restaurant at 9 a.m. every Wednesday. Breakfast is on you, networking is on us. And then we have Women in Business, we have the Multicultural Network, and we have the Valley Nonprofit Network. And then we also have our monthly mixer. Any one of those things, you can be my guest. Give me a call at the office for more information or tell me you're coming. 951-658-3211, or you can check us out on the website, hsjvc.com. That's like Hemet San Jacinto Valley Chamber.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day, and don't forget to join the Chamber and help your business grow.
I was saying it's a little weird when you hear people talk about that they wrote off the year and they're already looking into next year and looking forward to next year. And I think that most times people say that, but they really don't think about what that means. Like you're just going to erase the last 60 something days of the year out and start looking at to the next year. What's so weird is that a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people are in that kind of mindset where if they've exhausted what they feel like has transpired in time, then they just start looking at the next year. And I think that can sometimes be a disservice. It is a disservice to discount time. It's a disservice to God's ability to give us opportunities to do more and be more. And to dismiss time can be dangerous. It can be extremely dangerous because time is a gift. It's not something that we're just given without real measurement. We don't have a way to calculate what we have left to give in life. We don't know that if we're getting up today and the next day is going to be our last day. So we have to make every second count. I think that this goes across everything from family to work to social scenes and whatever it is that you're involved in. I think that we start looking more about how we're utilizing our time in measurement with people and with places and how we're exerting that time and how much are we getting back from it. It will give us a different outlook. I don't think we'll be so quick to dismiss the time that we're given and the time that's allowed it. Actually, for me, I have to think more not to focus so heavily on time and make sure that I'm focused more on what it is that I'm doing in that time period, because you also can get caught up in looking at time and allow it to create more of an anxiety and more of a stress, and it could work against you. It could become something that could not be as empowering because you're using it in the sense of notation and you're not focus really on what it is that you're doing in the time. I think that that's such a differential. One of the parts I read in this first part of the introduction of today's show was time, not money, is the most valuable commodity of all. And I know that most people will maybe try to challenge that and say, well, time doesn't pay my bills. But have you ever been in a situation where a bill came and it was time for that bill and it was due and you didn't have the money? So you picked up the phone and you called that bill collector or that person that bill has responsibility towards you and say, listen, hey, my check didn't come or my money was short or I don't have it at all right now. What's the first thing we ask for? We ask for more time. We ask for more time, which is equal to grace. So I think that if we start recognizing how time equals grace in so many things, then we'll have a profoundly different attitude towards time. I think that we'll find more gratitude in time, and we'll form more gratitude in regards to the seconds that are passing in the amount of time that we have. The other thing that was interesting in that little paragraph that says you will always invest your time somewhere doing something. So there's the truth. That's the one thing that is with you. I mean, literally every day. Even if you're not physically working or eating, or even if you're sleeping, that's time spent resting. If you're exercising, that's time spent exercising. If you're talking, right now I'm spending my time talking to you in the sense of preparing this content to publish it. And so for me, I have another gentleman coming into the studio to do his segment. So time is extremely important to me right now because I'm squeezing this in between the time that he's coming in and the time that I'll wrap this content. So today is going to be kind of short and sweet because every second counts. And I don't need to beat a dead horse, as they say with this, to drive home the biggest part of what I'm saying to you. But I think it's very important that you cherish each moment, and some of the little things in the moments that you're having may start have bigger presence in your life, and they may have bigger purpose in your life when you start looking at the measurement of time that's being given to you to allow that to exist. So today we're going to utilize the time that you're spending listening to me and hopefully use it to propel you into a more effective week, because at this point, once this content goes up today, it will be in the latter part of the day. It will be in the latter part of the Monday. For those on the West Coast, we still kind of in the evening, and, my East Coast Central Time, you guys are well into the nighttime now. And I hope that whatever you got out of the day, that it was prosperous for you and that it did everything that you needed to do. And that hopefully that you're also making time for yourself to rest and rejuvenate and prepare for your next day. But I want to say that the wonderful thing about this segment of this section that I read in the segment, as long as you're alive, it's not a choice whether you invest your time or not. The only choice is what you would do with it. And that's what I want to leave this segment with and close out. As long as you are alive, it's not a choice whether you invest your time or not. The only choice is what you would do with it. Have at it as you will, guys. Make the most of your day. Make every second count. I appreciate you guys. You be blessed. Have a wonderful week. And I look forward to talking to you soon.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.
Cynthia Sweet Treats, located at 1259 South State Street in Hemet. We are located in the Diamond Valley Shopping Center. Come in and enjoy some puff pastries, custom cakes, cupcakes, mini desserts, handmade pastries, fresh breads, cookies, and event catering. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8:30 to 3 p.m., and Sundays we are closed. If you have any questions, go ahead and call the store, which is 951-282-3237. You can also find our website at cynthiasweettreats.co.
Hey girl, come stop by Double Meek Dub, located off of 211 North State Street in Hemet, California, 92543. We offer eyelash extensions, brow waxing, brow lamination, ombre powder brows, as well as 2-day lash courses, so come get meeked up.